So with Silvana Didazio's house, I was very excited to feature it in our trends issue because I thought it represented a really fresh spin on traditional. We always like to put one contemporary home, one traditional home, and this was our traditional house. When you first walk into Silvana's house, you're actually in her living room. And you can see a couple of trends in here. One of them is the beautiful mural that she's had painted on her wall. It's exquisite, it has kind of a chinoiserie effect. Not too heavy, just light, but it gives great impact. Also, the sofa, which is a C-shaped sofa that's been built right into the window. It's like a giant window seat. And in fact, you could have two people lying on there comfortably. I thought that was a bold new move. I love that she did horizontal striping on the cushions. So she had this really heavy piece of furniture, but she made it feel light and feminine. Overall, the palette in the room is very light and fresh. It's sort of taupes and neutrals, little bits of brown for contrast. But the thing that stands out is the other side of the room from the sofa, which are the two armchairs where Silvana's upholstered the back and the cushion seat in a beautiful pink, like a pink linen with a lavender tone. It feels very light and fresh. The screen that's behind there is also a trend, that idea of an open sort of soji screen approach, but built right into the wall. I like that she did it on her staircase because it allows the light from the front door to pour into that space. And it's so graphic and contemporary and creates a great backdrop for her built-in storage cabinet underneath it. Overall, she's also included some Asian-inspired artifacts, and they feel antique. The Fortuny lamp is the perfect complement because of that silk material that has, again, a little detailing pattern in it. She's just done a great job of sort of sprinkling little bits of exoticism around the room. Moving on to the dining room, you can see that Silvana's also put another kind of screen treatment, this time right on the window. And it's a great idea for creating privacy when you're really close to another house, just to block the view a bit. And as well, a key trend that we're seeing is moving away from just plain drywall. She's paneled this entire room. It's a very simple panel, it's just squares, but it has big impact. We see a Persian type carpet under the table, which is a huge trend this year, pattern underfoot, and especially exotic carpets. And that ties in nicely with that sort of Asian feeling that she's sprinkling throughout the house. The dining room is right open to the kitchen, which is at the back of the house. And it's not a massive kitchen, but it's been so well designed to maximize space. Her cabinets go right up to the ceiling. She's done a great job of mixing open storage and closed storage. It's so seamless, I think, but what really struck me was the sort of tailored effect that she did with the cabinets, where you have dark wood framed by white painted trim. It felt very tailored and new to me as well. She did a great job with the structure of the glass door at the back of her house, which feels like it could have been there forever, but it's actually brand new. There's also tons of texture in this kitchen. First of all, she did the glazed tile for her backsplash, which each tile has a little bit of texture. That's a huge trend. And if you look up at the ceiling, she did a coffered ceiling in here, and it's painted a soft, soft shade of blue, which is that same kind of pastel effect that we saw on the chairs in the living room. So she's done a great job of creating a sense of continuity with all these color hits throughout the space. The bedroom has the same light, fresh feeling that we saw on the ground floor in the living room. She's got a gorgeous striped duvet cover, which is one of my personal favorites. But the highlight, of course, is the headboard, which is just a simple piece of fabric running in the recess behind the bed. It's upholstered behind it, so it's soft, and it just imbues the room with so much texture, which pairs beautifully with the little bit of brick wall that she has in there too. I love that Silvana chose a subway tile in a lavender shade in her bathroom. That just felt like she must have had so much courage to do that, because most people go to white or marble, and that felt so fresh. She treated it almost like paneling by framing out sections with wood, so it feels almost like the paneling that we saw in her dining room, but applied to her bathroom. And that, again, is just one of those custom details that she did, a little move that has big impact. I think you'll find that Silvana Didazio's home that she's completed is a perfect example of a new spin on traditional. It's light and fresh and airy and so well detailed.